Hello, and welcome to another vlog. This week's theme is disability stereotypes. So I wanted to use today's vlog to talk a bit about the stereotypes that I've faced because of my disability. Now obviously not everyone believes these stereotypes. There are a lot of people who don't buy into them. But from my experience there are also a lot of people who do, which is why I'm addressing this. So the main stereotype that I personally have faced because of my disability is the stereotype that because I'm disabled, I'm less capable or less intelligent than an able-bodied person. This is a very frustrating stereotype because people judge me before they even get to know me simply because I have a disability. Um, and they tend to treat me like a child and patronize me. Um, And from a physical standpoint, yes, in a lot of ways it's true. I can't do as many things as an able-bodied person. But from an intellectual standpoint, I'm just as capable. And there's actually some areas where I excel in more. One good example is problem solving, right? Because I face a lot of barriers on a regular basis, directly resulting from my disability, I've had to come up with unique and innovative ways to overcome challenges. And because of that, I've become very good at problem solving, and this has helped me a lot in school and in the workforce. So because people assume that I'm not as capable, a lot of times they are surprised when they hear about my accomplishments and see the things that I can do. So there are times when people seem surprised when they hear that I went to college and that I have 2 diplomas, or that I've been employed, or even that I have my own business. I mean, these are things that able-bodied people have accomplished that people don't think twice about. But because I have a disability, um, it seems to be a little surprising. People also can be a little bit surprised when they hear that I manage my own finances, or I manage my own attendant care, because these are things that people think need to be taken care of for a person with a disability. Society has conditioned a lot of people to believe that people with disabilities are like children and need to have all of their affairs taken care of for them, which for some people with disabilities perhaps this is true, but for the vast majority it's not. So, like I said, this is a very frustrating stereotype to have to deal with. And again, not everybody believes it, but a lot of people do. But although it's frustrating, I've also had some very interesting experiences because of it. One such experience comes to mind that I'd like to share with you. So anyone who knows me knows that I'm a big fan of the arts. And when I was in grade 12, I was assistant directing the school production of Into the Woods. I was very familiar with the play because I helped to direct it, so I knew the script and the blocking very well. And the teacher in charge decided that I should control the lights because of that, because I was very familiar with the play. So she taught me how to use the little control panel that operates the lights, and we went from there. So on opening night, I'm sitting in the corner with my little control panel, getting ready to turn on the lights and kick off the production when this elderly woman in the front row comes up and starts talking to me. Now, she asks me, how I got this job. So, thinking she's just trying to make conversation, I explained to her about how I help direct the play, and this was the job that I was given. Um, but it was the remark that she said next that really stuck with me, and it's become a bit of an inside joke in our house. Um, the thing she said was, "Are you clever? I think you're clever," in probably the most patronizing voice anyone could use. And it really resonated with me because it not only showed how ridiculous this notion is that people with disabilities are less capable, it was just a really silly thing to say to a 17-year-old. And now, 7, almost 8 years later, it's still something that resonates with me. Um, so I wanted to share that with you just to show you how ridiculous you can seem by judging people, and that when you judge people, it makes you look kind of silly, as this woman may have figured out. Um, So the point that I'm trying to get to from this is don't judge people before you know them. Stereotypes um, aren't fair, and you shouldn't listen to them. They're not fair for anyone. And it's the 21st century. I think it's time that we look past the stereotypes and actually see people for who they are. So Thursday, I'm going to release my video talking a little bit more about some other common disability stereotypes, which I've gotten some feedback from other people with disabilities about some of these stereotypes, which I'm hoping to fit into it. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you on Thursday.